Thanks, everybody. Please have a seat. He says for the last time. Right, can I just remind everybody that the owl is now operating? And can I welcome you all to the annual meeting of Blyth Town Council? We do have two members of the public with us tonight, but I'm not expecting any questions. So, would you like to ask anything? No? Good. Well, we'll launch straight into the meeting then. It's kind of customary now that the outgoing mayor says a few words. So if you bear with me, I will do that now and just kind of go over what's happened in the last year. It's been a pretty eventful year as usual. And I don't know about anybody else here, but it seems to go by quicker and quicker. It certainly seems, it doesn't seem a year ago when I was sat here taking the mayor's office for the fourth time. It's an honour. It's been an honour and a privilege, as ever, to operate as the mayor. When you do that, you try and promote Blyth to the best of your ability, and that's what I've tried to do throughout this year, to promote the positives, whether it be through our council or through what else is happening in Blyth. There's been, as you can imagine, a full calendar of engagements, big engagements, if you want to call them that, smaller type things as well. And I just wanted to pick out one or two to highlight. Obviously, we'll have our events, which continue to be organised in an excellent way, and we have like a seamless transfer between Mel and Julie, who's picked the ball up and straight away, and I think has improved on lots of our events as well. So I'd like to say a well done to you, Julie, in that respect. We had Blyth Live, and I had the chance to meet Liberty X and 911, and that was interesting. We had the carnival. Obviously, we've just awarded the carnival to Leading Link for another 3 years. The new mayor will have to learn quickly how to drum and lead the parade. We've had our Blyth in Bloom event, again a smaller event, but a really important event. The fireworks display, excellent as usual. A number of Remembrance Day events, and our Christmas lights switch on, which despite the upheaval in the town centre and surrounding areas, I thought went really, really well also. I have to mention my highlight, I guess, was the Ship's Bell handover event. And I just thought from a town council point of view, working in collaboration with the Navy and one of our local high schools, it was just absolutely superb. It really was, and I've heard nothing but wholesome praise from everyone who was there. So again, I know Julie worked her socks off on that, as did Ali and the rest of the town council staff as well. So it shows that we can put on those types of events. And I'm looking forward to when the new cultural hub opens and we may be able to use that as a venue for some of our big events like that. We've had things going on at the Comrades Club that, you know, Kath and Margaret and others have been involved with, and at the Neptune Centre on South Beach. And they've kind of become hubs in their own right, in their own different areas. Yeah, community hubs where there's lots going on in those two venues. The smaller engagements, some of my highlights was a surprise visit to Betty Madison at St Cuthbert's Court, who was 100-year-old. Fascinating to talk to her about Blyth, how Blyth used to be. Fascinating for her to say that she used to live at Bebbside, and there used to be a co-op there. And I was asking her, well, what's it like now? And you know, how do you find the town centre and that with everything that's going on and that compared to when you were young? She said, well, to be honest, we never used to go into the town centre. We didn't need to. We had everything we had at the co-op. We could get everything we wanted there. We created our own entertainment on the edge of Blythe. So it's interesting to compare that with how people shop, etc., visit the town centre nowadays. But that was a wonderful engagement. The Ramadan Iftar and diversity events. Again, that was a first for me. And I got the opportunity to speak about peace and unity, which was very pertinent given what's going on in the world at the moment. But fantastic events. I will mention I met a Ukrainian family some time ago at one of the events that we had in the park, at Ridley Park. They'd moved over and they were being housed with a Blythe family. And I met her at the Easter event again. She came up to me and she said, look, I just want to let you know, from being housed with a Blythe family, we've now got our own home. My husband and myself have both got full-time jobs. My kids are happy in schools in Blythe. And it's just absolutely fantastic. And I just, she was just absolutely over the moon with the welcome she'd got from people in Blythe. So I think that, that type of thing is really important as well. Julie will remember the one potato presentation we had here, or little Henry, and Annabelle was involved with that, with the allotments, I believe, yeah? Sorry, Annabelle. Anna was involved with that, with the allotments thing. The poor kid came and I think he cried for an hour. It was all just too much for him. Even trying to sit him on the seat at the back, he wouldn't have it. But little things like that you remember. In terms of the council itself, we've made progress on our neighbourhood plan. We've still got a lot to do. And the incoming mayor will take that forward. We're making progress on a partnership agreement with the county council. Again, still a lot of work to do on that. Energising Blythe programme. I almost hesitate to mention it in front of some of our colleagues here, but there is progress happening there. Some good, some bad, I have to say. But hopefully when we get to the end of that programme, we will see the benefits, or residents will see the benefits. One of the highlights for me was the fact that we, as a council, decided to make a donation to the food bank, which is very close to my heart. And I know, Jeff, you were involved with promoting that as well. Having had the busiest Wednesday just gone for about 7 months in the food bank, it's clear that there is still a need for that type of facility. I'm very proud that we managed to do that. Staff-wise, within the council, we've said goodbye to Maureen and hello to Elaine. And I think, Elaine, you've probably met everybody apart from Susan, who was next to Grant. So
I did see her when she put a note.
You've met her. Right, okay, thanks, Susan. But the staff have had to adapt, whether it be staff roles that haven't been filled for a while, or sickness, or whatever. The staff have had to perhaps change the way they've worked on a number of occasions, Joe, and they've done that, and they've kept things going, and that's testament to everybody in the council staff, and well done to you over the year. Success stories in terms of the town. I always, with a PE background and sport and that, I always look to the sports things that are going on in the town. So I have to say well done to Blythe Town for achieving promotion. Well done to Savannah Stubley from the Empire School of Boxing for continuing to do well around the world, wherever she goes. Well done to the rugby club, who I understand won cup this year. Commiserations to Blythe Spartans, who were relegated. But on the positive side, we've appointed Nobby Solano as the manager. So I have had it on well, somebody told me, apparently he turned down the Sunderland job to take the Spartans job. So, sorry about that.
Let's go for new mayors and
congratulations have to go. It's not a town council position, but Daniel, well done to you, being appointed Deputy Chair at Northumberland County Council.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Jeff and Penny.
You're not getting any of the money.
I'm sure everybody was glued to Pointless the other night, as I was. And it was fantastic. You managed to win it. Yeah, well done. I now know what a coddled egg means, which I didn't know before. I know that you're an avid Blondie fan. You always listen to Blondie in the car.
Well,
And you will now always be known to me as Blythe's very own wandering albatross.
you're going to say pointers.
That is well done.
And I'd like to know what they used for makeup, because it made you look 10 years younger.
Put 3 stone on, didn't it?
All right then. Thank you to all the councillors here around the table for your help and support during the year. And prior to the official meeting, I will wish our incoming mayor every success. What I will say to whoever it is, I don't know who it's going to be, obviously, don't take it for granted. Don't assume that everybody knows there's a mayor in Blythe, because they don't, and they certainly won't know who it is. But do your best to promote the work of the council and the good things that are happening in Blythe. So, thank you. With that, we'll move on to the election of the mayor. Do we have any nominations?
Mr. Mayor, I would like to nominate Elaine Bowers, Councillor Bowers, as she's been the deputy for a year. She's done really well in being the deputy. She's and also in the community, she's been a valid community member who's worked hard with different parts of like young people and older people. She's done really, really well. Isabella Heaps, a good one, where she's got the community up and going there. It's absolutely fantastic to see all the wildlife coming back. She's done an amazing job. So yes, I would like to nominate Councillor Bowles as the mayor.
Do we have any other nominations? Okay, can we have a show of hands?
Second,
You want the second?
Seconder,
Mr. Mayor, I also would like to praise Aileen for what she does locally. I think she does for the environment, the dedication to supporting the youth of our town. This makes her an ideal person to be mayor, and I would like to second that formally.
thanks, mate. Okay, all those in favour, please raise their hands. That is unanimous. Well, good luck, Aileen. Good luck. I'm sure you do a fantastic job. And there are plenty of people. Plenty of people around the table to give you any advice you need, so don't be frightened to ask. Thank you. With that, I shall move over there.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to read this. It's Eileen Bowers. Having been elected to the office of Mayor of Blythe Town Council, declare that I will take that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. I undertake to observe the code as the conduct which is expected of members of Blythe Town Council. Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we go on to the election of the deputy mayor, I would like to say a big thank you, and I think everybody should say a big thank you to Warren for stepping up for 4 terms, and the work he's done is well liked throughout the town council, is well liked throughout the town. The people I've spoken to think very highly of you and that actually enjoyed you being mayor, and you were very approachable and friendly, and you stood out a lot, and that's from members of the public. So well done. Now we go on to the election of the deputy mayor. Any nominees? I have one, which is Adrian. Adrian's well in the community and works in the Buffalo Community Centre and is very highly thought of within a few of the community charities around the area. So I would like to nominate Adrian Corty.
Well, I'd like to formally second Adrian. I mean, he's done the job before, so he knows what he's walking into.
Is there any other nominees? Can we all vote?
Sure.
Show of hands. Unanimous, I think, yeah. Welcome, Adrian. Do we have any apologies for absence?
Councillor Stick.
Is there any disclosure of interest and the grant of any dispensations?
None, Madam Mayor.
Right. Item 6, to appoint representatives of the outside bodies. Has this been agreed?
Can I propose that we have the same people who were delegates last year, in this year? Just one thing to correct, the cultural work stream, I think should be cultural advisory group.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any comments? Are you all happy to take for the role that you've taken this year?
Agreed.
Great. To agree the establishment of the committees and subcommittees.
Yeah, the Labour group have given me the nominations for the various committees. So it's a case of what the Conservative group and the Liberal Democrat group want to do.
Sorry, can I clarify a point on the previous one? The one that says the Blythe Valley Enterprise Limited, and obviously the two representatives. Previous people on it was Councillor Clark and Councillor Taylor. Is that still the same, or is it going to be Councillor Fabry?
No, Councillor Taylor and Councillor.
Thanks. For the one that you just asked, we want the same as that.
Right.
Can I just mention one change, the vice chair of the Environment Committee, Margaret Richardson's going to take over as vice chair.
Yes.
Was 18 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody agreement with that one?
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's the same with the working groups and with the partnership board and the negotiating. So that takes us up to item 18 now. Madam Mayor.
Right. Item 18, to agree the minutes of the following council meetings as a true record.
Move the minute, Chair. Agree.
All in favour, all agreed?
Agree.
Was that all of them?
That's fine. That's number 19.
To agree the following minutes of the Community Development Committee for information.
Green Chair.
Agreed. Right. To agree the following minutes of the Community Funding Subcommittee for information.
Green Chair.
The next.
Minutes of the Planning and Development Subcommittee.
There were no dates.
No. Moving on, item 20, to agree the following minutes of the Environment Committee as a true record.
The minutes.
Everyone agreed? Agreed. To agree the following minutes of the Partnership Board as a true record.
Green Chair.
Agreed. Agreed minutes.
To agree the following minutes of the Governance Committee for information.
Agree, Chair.
Item 22, action from the previous council meetings. There was a discussion around the investment opportunities with credit unions. And anybody?
Yeah, yes, Madam, I've contacted them and that's still in progress. I'll come back with the report on that. Similarly with item 2 as well.
Can I just correct the credit union? It's not a credit union, this is now a community bank and has been for some time.
Thank you. Reports future review of council policies to be submitted July council meeting.
That's going to the next meeting, next council meeting.
Item 23, the annual governance and accountability return. 23 to 24, to consider the recommendation from Governance Committee to approve the following. Council's internal audit report. Annual internal audit report 23-24. Annual government statement 23-24. Accountant statements 23-24. And the appointment of internal auditor Mike Slaughter.
I'd like to move that, Chair, and say that we had the meeting of the Governance Committee to discuss them and everything was in fine and dandy order.
I shall second that.
Item 24, register of interests. To remind councillors that in the need of the regular review and revise of their personal declarations of interest. Is everybody up to date?
Please, Mr. Mayor, Mrs. Mayor, no, Madam Mayor, can you make sure these are put back out to the councillors, the declaration of interest forms, so everybody can have a good look and update them. Thank you.
You're actually on the website, one of them, county.
Yeah.
I'd like them sent out or please.
No problem.
Can I just ask a question about that, actually? If you are a county councillor and you filled it in, you still have to do one for the town council?
As long as it's up to date. Councillor Reid, if it's up to date, you don't have to do anything, but it's just to remind councillors to review what they've
Yeah,
actually.
well, what I'm saying, Mr. Hughes, is if you're on both councils, you only need to fill in one form and you have to fill in two.
You just need to fill it in once.
Right, okay.
And it's a county council who have got the information.
Thank you.
Any more queries on that one? Right. Item 25, is there any other business?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Reported.
No. Then just put the time and date of the next meeting. The next meeting of the full council will be held on Thursday, the 18th of July, 2024, in the council chambers, Arms Evertime House. Public question time starts at 6 p.m. and council will commence directly afterwards. And this was part 1 of the meeting. And we have no items for part 2. So we're now closed. Nice, quick. Thank you.